Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Only you can hear my voice. Everyone online. I'm officially starting the broadcast yet, but I think some people can still hear me. Okay. We are rolling in 10, 9, 8. Well, in rain or shine, we are here at the Butts Park Arena. It's going to take more than a few showers to stop us. It's about time we needed a bath anyway. Welcome to live coverage of Coventry United versus Stourport Swifts here in the lush green city of Coventry, because there's not a single bit of blue to be seen except in the Butts Park Arena seats, which of course are not in use today. Liam Cook with you throughout the entirety of today's broadcast. We're looking forward to bringing you exclusive live commentary of this Midland Football League Premier Division match. Also got Connor West alongside us here on the CU Media team. He's going to be bringing you updates on Twitter and on Instagram, so make sure to go and follow us on Twitter at Cov United. And also you can follow the TV channel on Twitter at Cov United TV. A massive shout out to our sponsors at Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters today. You can find them at 288 Walsgrave Road, Coventry. And also massive shout out to our brand new sponsors at Mogan and Mogan. You can see them on the new and improved CU TV live commentary graphic on your screen. Now, we are hoping to bring you some improved coverage next week, which we won't spoil for you at the moment, but you'll see a few new features on CU TV, hopefully in time for the matches next week. So, Coventry are just making their way on to the rather damp artificial turf here at the Butts Park Arena. I think it's safe to assume that if this game was played on natural turf, this game would never have been played. It has been raining all day and all of the night, as the Kinks would say. So let's get you into the starting lineup, starting with Coventry United. Of course, there are two changes made from the victory at home to Tividale, both of which are forced after late fitness checks. So the starting lineup for Coventry United is as follows. Number 1 is Reece Francis. Number 2, Ben Valance. Number 3, Lewis Hudson. Number 4, Kevin Thornton. Number 5, Chris Cox. Number 6, the skipper, Michael Quirk. Number 7, Josh O'Grady. Number 8, Aaron Williams. Number 9, Lewis Archer. Number 10, Kyle Carey. And number 11, Joe Cairns. Substitutes for the Red and Greens. Number 12, Harry Sawyer. Number 14, Jake Holtz. Number 15, Tyler Haddow. Number 16, Rio Hudson. And number 18 is Lewis Ison. For some reason, we haven't got number 17 on the bench, so it's number 18 or nothing. So that's Coventry United team. These are the two changes. Kevin Thornton and Aaron Williams both brought into the fray today, following knocks received midweek by Lewis Ison and Jake Holt. Into the Stourport team news for you now. For the Swifts today, number 1, Dominic Richards. Number 2, Joe Hansen. Number 3, Jim Hansen. Number 4 is James Hill. Number 5, James Timmins. Number 6, the captain, Ryan Wallacott. Number 7, Joe Phillips. Number 8, Martin Slevin. Number 9, Nick McPherson. Number 10, the top scorer is Jack Watts. Number 11, Drew Canavan. And the substitutes for Stourport, number 12, Harrison Yates. 14, Kirk Layton. 15, Bailey Fuller. Number 16, Mark Danks. Number 17, Taylor Cordell. Big news for Stourport this week, as it was confirmed that their star striker at the moment, Jack Watts, will be going nowhere. He has committed his future to the club, and how huge could that be for Stourport and their season? The referee is ready to get things underway, and we're still getting wet in the gantry, it must be said. There are a few leaks in the gantry. Hopefully the camera won't be getting wet. Well, a few supporters have decided to join us here at the Butts Park Arena from a safe distance, of course. A number of supporters on the near side of the stadium, in the roomway between the Butts Park Arena and the Butts Park, where the arena, of course, gets its name from. So United in their regular strips of red with green shorts and socks. Stourport in a changed all blue kit. So what usually play in yellow or amber or similar sort of colour. I'll put it down as yellow. There is a yellow goalkeeping shirt, which sort of negates the whole change in kit, in my opinion. But it's not for us to tell the teams what to wear. Well, we are set to go now here at the Butts Park Arena. Stourport have won the toss, and they're going to kick us off from left to right. I hope you're ready. I hope you're dry and warm, because we're certainly not, but we're here ready to bring you 90 minutes of Midland Football League action, so it's well worth it. Referee checks the watch, makes sure that we're set to go. The whistle blows. We are underway at the Butts. The wait is over. Let's see what the two sides have in store for us today. It's a stray ball from the back line, taken by Ryan Wallacott all the way back to the United goalkeeper. Reece Francis looking to keep his first clean sheet of the season. He's made some wonderful saves, including what has got to be a contender for save of the season, not just for Coventry United, but the whole league. An amazing tip over the post against Tipdale last week. He's yet to keep a clean sheet, but it hasn't been for the want of trying. Chris Cox playing at centre-back today. Has been playing in centre-mid, or more of a 10 role last week, pushing up behind the front three. In the absence of Lewis Eisen, who's on the bench after a knock suffered in training, he's been drafted in at centre-back with Kevin Thornton back in the squad. He starts in the midfield, either side of O'Grady and Williams. It looks like it's going to be O'Grady pushing up behind the attacking line. It's almost as if it's a 4-2-1-3. Canavan giving chase McPherson. Cox tries to shepherd it into touch. Free kick given in favour of Coventry United. A bit too much pushing and shoving from the Stourport man. Thornton. Cox on the left side of his penalty area. Taking it nice and steady. Kills it onto this near side. It just bounces over the boot of Kyle Carey, who's on the left side of that front three. Lewis Archer also starting today. Riley O'Sullivan continues to sit on the sidelines with injury. And Archer will get his first start, replacing Tyler Haddow in the middle of that front three. Jim Hansen. Watts gives chase. Keeps it in, but steaming in to clear for the corner is Ben Valance. So the corner's coming from the left-hand side, which United will defend. Drew Canavan heads over. He's going to hook it in. Canavan. Head across the penalty area, and Cairns finds O'Grady, who should be able to clear. O'Grady tripped in that exchange. I think the offending player was Nick McPherson, as Canavan tried to take O'Grady from the other side. Acres of space on the left for Lewis Hudson. Stourport not picking him up. Williams. Quirk to Thornton. Kevin Thornton down the skewer of the pipe. Archer tried to let it roll for Carey, but Carey wasn't in position. McPherson received from Phillips. Whipped into an empty net. Sorry, empty box, I should say. And he gave some of the supporters a bit of a scare there. Apologies for that. It was an empty box, not an empty net. So it remains 0-0. Hanson tried to whip it in from the left, but it bounced past Francis and out for the goal kick. United playing deep in the opening 5 minutes. It has been Stourport on the march. Always guaranteed goals in this one. The last 3 matches between these two sides have ended 3-1, 2 of which were in United's favour, the other one being in favour of Stourport. Deflected out of Kyle Carey. Carey was appealing for it, but it did seem to come off his shoulder, and a free kick as Hudson went in on Drew Canavan. Bit of a nothing challenge, really, nothing foul. Francis barking instructions, preparing his defence for what's to come for this free kick from Richards. Over Phillips' head. Goal kick. Hanson unable to keep it within the confines of the field. So 5 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Live coverage of the Midland Football League Premier Division match between Coventry United and Stourport Swifts. Score remains Coventry United 0, Stourport Swifts 0. The early going has gone in favour of Stourport, but as we saw last week against Tividale, United are slow burners. Archer, heavy first touch from that lob up the field. He went to ground under the challenge of Slevin. Referee says no foul. Now Canavan. Thumped up field by Timmins. Who will get to the bounce first? Between Valance and Phillips, it's going to be Ben Valance across the penalty area, and Francis actually blasted it off the back of Nick McPherson, who was in close proximity to the keeper. So the goal kick for Francis takes it very short, just across his 6-yard box to Quirk. Switch to Cox on the left side of his box. Michael Quirk. O'Grady drops back. O'Grady fresh from a man of the match display against Tividale 7 days ago with 2 exceptional goals, which could be up for a certain award that will be returning on Monday. We won't spoil it for you, but make sure to check the CUTV Twitter account on Monday afternoon for more details on the return of an old fan and player favourite. Cox leaping over one of the Stourport players. It was Watts who was used as a launch pad. The foul has not been given, but the referee just wanted to check. It seemed it was a potential head injury, but Watts is perfectly okay, and we're going to get back underway with a drop ball. United want to change the ball. And the referee is indeed going to allow United to swap the match balls. So there's been a delay of over a minute just for this foul and subsequent drop ball. Now we are back underway. The referee dropping it to the feet of Lewis Hudson. Here's Carey. Shields the ball well from Jim Hansen. So there's Hansons on both sides of that defence. Of course, Hansons are the first family of Stourport Swifts. I think there's 5 members of the Hansen family who play for Stourport, related to be the chairman of Stourport. Canavan. Timmins, and the centre of the park it goes. Brought to feet by Michael Quirk. And the centre circle is Kevin Fordson, his first league appearance in a good old while. Valance, low cross towards Archer. And a sliding Ryan Wallacott able to turn it away. Well, Wallacott was on the score sheet against United in the FA Cup fixture on the opening day of the campaign. He's preventing a goal on that occasion. Here's Reece Francis, controls it and keeps it away from McPherson. Here's Thornton now, trying to shield the ball, and he does so beautifully, despite the best efforts of Slevin. And it's been given as play on for Coventry United. The foul has been given, but United continue with the ball. Hudson hooks it in. Archer's there, stretches for it, couldn't make contact. First real show of attacking intent from the red and greens, and it was a dangerous move for Stourport to defend. Hudson got the cross right. Archer just needs to be a pace forward. Well, United do have plenty of options on the bench, including 16-year-old Rio Hudson, the youngest scorer in Coventry United history, who bagged that goal less than 60 seconds after his Coventry United debut last weekend against Tividale. He's on the bench alongside Tyler Haddow, Jake Holt, Lewis Hudson and Harry Sawyer, who returns from suspension. Watts on the right-hand side, puts it through the legs of Lewis Hudson, making the run up the right is Hansen. Hansen's bobbling cross turned away by Valance, who's playing it right back today. Joe Cairns spots the run of Archer. Good chest control by Wallacott. Valance with the interception from Hansen's ball, the left-hand side, trying to find a way around Jim Hansen, but runs straight into touch. Bounces awkwardly for Cox. Barges it on McPherson and brings it back for United. Sends it up the right flank. Williams tried to get his head on. That was beaten mid-air by Slevin. Not an easy thing to do to beat Williams in the air. But he's nodded it out for the throw for Coventry United. Just up line from their own penalty area on the right wing. What a busy weekend it is for CUTV. Tomorrow we've got live commentary of Coventry United ladies versus Liverpool. That is going to be a huge match at the Butts Park Arena. We're ever so sorry it has to be behind closed doors due to the COVID regulations for the FA Women's Championship. But we will have commentary, highlights and interviews from that match between Coventry United ladies and Liverpool women. Kick off at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Ball safely back at the feet of Reece Francis. Down the centre it goes with Josh O'Grady. Looking left and picks out the former Coventry United captain, Chris Cox, returns to the club after a 2-year hiatus this season. Josh O'Grady. Thornton picked it up in the centre circle. O'Grady, Hudson wants it on the left. He's got space to utilise the luxury that O'Grady doesn't have. He is able to find Kyle Carey. Williams, we know he can hit them from here. Blocked off by a sea of blue. Stourport sacking everyone back to cope with the United onslaught. O'Grady, now Carey, looking to set himself up. It's Kyle Carey, cuts in on Slevin. Still Carey, takes aim. Parried out for the corner by Dominic Richards. The dancing feet of Kyle Carey opening the door. But Richards shuts it right in Carey's face. So United have the corner on the right. Valance and Hudson staying back. Cairns on the edge of the penalty area. Trying to take it short to Kevin Fordson, but given away cheaply to Phillips. Watts chips it into the midfield with Canavan, and Watts continues the run. Jack Watts could be through here if it wasn't for a sensational sliding challenge, well executed, well timed by Ben Valance. O'Grady tries to cushion it down for Williams. Thornton sweeps in and takes over. And that is a perfect ball into the area for Kyle Carey, crossing opportunity, and it's blocked at the near post and out for the corner by Joe Hansen. Now United have got going. They've found their coal and the steam engine is chugging up the line now. Well, Carey's going to head over on this near side to take it. We're going to need another match ball. In fact, they've been able to retrieve the original match ball thanks to one of our, I guess you could call Alan a ball boy, has been promoted this week. Plenty of blue and red in and around that penalty area, but who will get the vital touch? Towards that far post, it nearly went all the way. And Richards has in fact got something on that and turned it out. Carey once again denied by Richards. It was curling in and looked like it was going to ping in off that far post. Quirk went in for it too. But it was Richards who got the decisive intervention. Second corner in quick succession for O'Grady, and Richards loses it. Williams, he's back on his feet and back on his line now. Carey to Thornton and gets the free kick right on the edge of the penalty area after the foul was committed by the Stourport number 4. That's James Hill. And you know what I'm going to say. It's prime Josh O'Grady territory. He scored from a similar distance on the right side of the penalty area on Saturday, which kick-started United's comeback against Tivertale. And on 15 minutes, O'Grady and Carey standing over the ball. Will it be a Carey special, or is Mr. Set Piece going to make his mark again? Referee making sure that the wall is in good order. Cairns in there trying to make a nuisance of himself. It is going to be Mr. Set Piece, Josh O'Grady! Are you even surprised anymore? He's done it again. Josh O'Grady, Mr. Set Piece himself. Simply amazing is this lad. Every time he has a chance from that sort of range, you'd be a fool to bet against him. The outstretched fingertips of Dominic Richards could do nothing to turn it away this time. And O'Grady has put Coventry United in front on 15 minutes at the Butts Park Arena with another exquisite set piece. He came over to the CUTV camera to celebrate too. You could tell that he was slightly pleased with that effort. That'll probably be the understatement of the year. Coventry United lead by 1-0. Michael Quirk with a quick interception from the boot of Phillips. Canavan. Shoving the back from Lewis Hudson. Routine free kick for the foul on McPherson. So 17 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. Josh O'Grady once more making the difference. So it's going to be Canavan with the free kick. This is probably too far for the number 11 to have a direct effort on goal. Canavan. Header won by Quirk. And how on earth has McPherson not got that on target? Right on the edge of the 6-yard box. Had the whole goal to aim at. It was harder to miss than score. And he's blasted it over the woodwork and it curled over to the left. He might have gone wide too. A disastrous finish from McPherson. Cox. There's a free kick as Cairns goes to the floor under the pressure of Slevin. Thornton. Onto the right wing is Josh O'Grady. The target was Joe Cairns, but it's intercepted well by one of the Hanson brothers. That's Joe on the left-hand side, I believe. Cairns. Hanson sticks the boot in and prevents O'Grady from bringing it to feet. Here's Canavan. And the challenge here from Hudson may open the door for Lewis Archer, but quick thinking by Wallacott and Timmins keeps it away from the man making his full Coventry United debut. But O'Grady scoops it over the back line. Archer on the right corner of the penalty area. He's got O'Grady there. Will O'Grady go for another double? He'll slip it in instead for Joe Cairns across the penalty area. Slices across the net and out for the goal kick. United have the bit between their teeth. Let's get some latest scores from around the ground in the professional leagues, if we can. One final score to bring you from the Chelsea match. If the scores bother to update, that is. I think it was a sizable win for Chelsea. Indeed, it was 4-0, the final score from Stamford Bridge. Chilwell, Zuma, and 2 penalties from Jorginho. Difference in that game. Also, Everton leading by 1-0 against Brighton. O'Grady, through ball. Up the left, Hudson gives chase and catches up with it. Still Hudson. First time crossed by Thornton, stopped by the first man, that being Phillips. Cox keeps it alive, slips it through. Hudson gives his best but can't catch up to it. Things are looking up for the Red and Greens thus far. 20 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena on CUTV, sponsored by Mogan & Mogan and, of course, Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters. The score is Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. Josh O'Grady's free kick giving United the advantage. Richards. Not an into touch by Valence. If in doubt, get it out. He wasn't prepared to let the number 7 for Stourport, Joe Phillips, have a free run up the left. Watts. Hanson. Chipped up by James Hill. Crossing opportunity for the Swifts. Blocked up by Cox. And the referee has given, I think he's given the free kick right on the edge of the penalty area. Indeed he has. The margins were slim between free kick and penalty as Cox turned his back to the Stourport man and blocked him off. Will there be any further punishment? Then the referee may have the book out. No, it's a final warning from the referee. So no card given, but United do have a set piece to defend this time. A free kick put United in front. Will it drag them back? As everyone but Carey is in the penalty area for Coventry United. Stourport keeping a few players out. It's Canavan standing over it. Surely not going to go to goal from here. It's a very tight angle. Canavan. Nodded clear at the near post by Aaron Williams. And that's hit the arm of Joe Cairns. Tried to control it, but stuck his left arm out. It clearly hit his arm. As United got no more than 5 yards outside the penalty area. Now this is a much better position for Canavan to have a crack at goal. Drew Canavan prepares to strike it towards Reece Francis. Is getting his wall into position, giving him the best chance to keep it out. Canavan tipped away at the near post, and somehow the rebound is missed. Another let-off for Coventry United. It was a brilliant save by Francis, possibly with the help of the post. I believe it was Watts who came in and somehow misses the target from, can't have been more than 5 or 4 yards. That's twice that Stourport have missed a gilt-edge opportunity from within the United box. Francis did his part, but Stourport couldn't do theirs. Now Thornton darting away from Slevin. Lofted ball bounces onto the chest of Cairns this time. Archer tracks back, cushions it down for O'Grady. Rolls past Cairns and collected by McPherson. Canavan. Now took a deflection, that ball off Hudson's foot, but it has found the man in form, Watts. Back heel to Canavan. Watts again. Stourport firmly in United territory now. Here's McPherson. Beats Quirk to it on the right-hand side of the penalty area. And a slide in by Chris Cox. Goal kick. It looks like Cox has turned it out off Watts. Goal kick given to Watts is not exactly making a show about it. So 25 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Live coverage of the Midland Football League Premier Division match between Coventry United and Stourport Swifts. And the score remains at Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. The free kick from Josh O'Grady gives United the lead. Hanson's header. Front clear by Valence, and Archer did well to shield the ball from Wallacott. Goes to the ground, no foul given, and Swifts have got it back momentarily as it's nodded down by Fulton off that long ball. Canavan down to Hanson. Not sure what Hanson was thinking there, as it's right into the far corner. And McPherson was nowhere near ready to catch up to that. So Francis with the goal kick. Thornton. Cox back to Francis, has to get it away now as McPherson is lurking. Quick thinking and quick acting from Reece Francis. Williams scuffs the ball in the centre circle. Valence first to the seconds, but only as far as Slevin. Slevin rolls it to the left. Now Watts looking to make a difference, taking on Quirk and O'Grady. Jack Watts looking for a routine, slight stumble, manages to maintain possession. Low ball to the edge of the box where Drew Canavan is waiting. Canavan. And thumped into the car park by James Hill. High and unhandsome from the Stourport man. They've been in some good positions today, Stourport, but they haven't acted on them. Archer forcing Wallacott into his own backyard, and he's got the throw-in out of it as Wallacott had no choice but to turn and blast it out. The throw-in to be taken by Lewis Hudson. Hudson, volleyed on by O'Grady. Williams going up against his opposite number 8 in Slevin. He's managed to win the ball back with a foot around the leg of Slevin. Slevin barges into the ground though. That's going to be a free kick. Slevin furious, but I think the referee's got that one right. It was an outstretched hand pushing him to the ground. No attempt to go for the ball there for Slevin. And the referee gives the free kick, which is quickly taken by Thornton across the penalty area to Josh O'Grady. Now on the right is Carey. United may have rushed into that one. Well, Quirk will take one from range. It's a shot on target, but nothing more than that as Michael Quirk looked to score from a good 30 yards. Richards saw it all the way. It didn't have the power really to challenge the keeper by the time it had reached the line. Oh, look at that. Nice footwork there by Hansen. Interception made by Hudson. Archer. A sea of blue needs some support here. Canavan's got it back and clears it up the right-hand side, but tracking back to collect is Chris Cox. United will push on again. Here's Thornton. He's looking for Aaron Williams to put it to the right of the centre mid, and that is a bone-crunching challenge from Aaron Williams, who seemed to get the ball but went through Slevin to get it. Free kick given in favour of Stourport in the centre circle, and the referee wants a quick word with the former Romulus central midfielder brought into the team today to replace the, I wouldn't say injured Jake Cole, he's just got a bit of a knock. He is on the bench. I don't think the referee is going to bring out the book here. He just wants to have a quick chat with Williams. He has tried to let the game flow where he can, this referee. Giving a few play-ons in favour of Coventry United when they've been aggrieved. Shout out to former Coventry United assistant manager Luke Morton as well, who said he's enjoying the commentary. Great to hear from you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Timmins to the edge of the penalty area from this free kick, nodded up by Walcott. Overhead kick by Joshua Gray, just tricked as well. Gets some distance on that clearance. Slevin can only give it away to Williams. The free kick's been given. I'm not sure what's been going on there. I think there's been a free kick given. Was it a high boot perhaps? Well, in fact, it looks like the referee's actually blocked the ball off. I didn't see him touch the ball, but he's giving it as a drop ball, which Slevin will get onto first. Apologies for that. It's seemed to miss the commentator there. The ball was actually blocked by the referee, and they've taken the drop ball to get us back underway. On half an hour, it's still 1-0 Coventry United. Canavan looking for the run of Hansen, and shielded into touch well by Chris Cox. That's going to be a goal kick. Tom Cattell, who's just asked what the score is, it's 1-0 to Coventry United. Nick Alfie will go through the team news once again for you if you like, when we have a little bit of a break. Just ask on the comment section what the team sheet is. Hudson found a delightful ball, switches in on Hansen. Joe Cairns tips onto the woodwork. Fantastic save by Richards. He's not an easy keeper to beat, is Richards. And Cairns finds that out the hard way. Fantastic fingertip save onto the crossbar by Dom Richards. If you are enjoying the coverage here on CUTV, make sure to hit the like button and leave comments with your feedback. Also subscribe to us on YouTube. Corner by O'Grady, single-handed punch from Richards, only as far as Carey on the right corner of the box, puts it back in. Safe hands from Richards, brings it down. Canavan slides in on Hudson, gets the ball. Hudson wants the free kick as he was tripped. But United have got the ball back anyway. The interception made by Valence, who fits in at left back until Hudson can get back into position. There was a shove on behind by the defender on Archer. Referee again says no. Sliding challenge from Williams behind on Slevin. Takes it away from the number 8, only as far as Walcott. Timmins launches it to the left. Towering header by Quirk. Phillips first to it. United want the throw in. It's given in favour of Stourport, so as Joe Phillips and Ben Valence went side by side. Jim Hansen. Return ball by James Hill, but the return actually went over the line. Hansen couldn't control it in time. We will be going offline here on CUTV for about 10 minutes at the break, so go and get yourself a cup of tea. Be back here for 4 o'clock. We'll just be muting the microphone so you can still use the same live stream. O'Grady trying to find his way out of several Stourport challenges, and a blatant barge from behind by Slevin. And surely he's got to go in the book now. It's going to be the third time that the referee's blown for one of Slevin's fouls. In fact, no, the referee allows a quick free kick to be taken, so Slevin's got away with another one. He's riding his luck, he is. Hudson taking on Canavan, skips past the winger. Lewis Hudson's cross brought to feet at the near post by Wallacott. Now Stourport look to clear. Stays in. Ball hadn't gone. United thought it was going to be a United ball, but instead it's Watts driving on. The edge of the area, Phillips takes aim! Reece Francis does the necessaries, both hands to it, out it goes for the corner. He's determined to keep that clean sheet today. So here's Martin Slevin to take the corner from the right side. Well, the two Hansons are staying back, as well as Timmins. Towards that near post for McPherson, but turned away pretty simply. And it is given in favour of Stourport. It's thrown the near side, about halfway into United territory. They've got some good distance on that clearance, Coventry United. Hansen. Hooked in by Canavan. Quirk got his head on that to prevent Watts from turning it home. Sent down the centre of the park. Coventry United just wanted to get some distance between themselves and the ball. Well, we have now got 10 minutes to go until the break here at CUTV. United lead by 1-0. Hill. Striding on is Wallacott, the captain. Hansen. McPherson drops back. Wallacott once more. Watts the target, straight onto the head of Chris Cox. And Thornton's won the second ball. Brilliant turn by Archer. That's got to be a card, surely. Archer turned Timmins, took the ball past him, but as he sprants away, Timmins grabbing the shirt and dragging Archer to the ground. Timmins taking one for the team. He's going to get away with a yellow card, I believe. Yes, he is. He did what he had to do. He may have well saved his side from going 2-0 down at the expense of only a yellow card. Taken short by Thornton. On his near side is Lewis Hudson. Thornton's there, as is Cairns. Hudson taking on the back line himself. And a lunge in by Hansen. The referee gives the free kick. As United tried to play on, but it would have been better off to have the free kick. As it's about 5 yards outside the penalty area. It was a lunge in by the number 2, Hansen. Hudson played the ball, but was caught by the slide. It's been taken from a few yards further back. So it's more like 7 yards from the penalty area. And the referee is just putting his point across to the offending player, Joe Hansen. I don't think O'Grady's going to be shooting from here, but the likes of Cox, Archer, Quirk, Williams in and around that penalty area. He's got Thornton, Cairns and Carey out there too, with only Valance and Hudson staying back. It's not a shooting opportunity, but it is a scoring opportunity. And Williams got there, the defender in from the side, able to turn the ball away at the crucial moment. And now Watts gives chase to the clearance. Hudson wrestles it back in the corner. Now he's got to try and find a way out. Blasts it off Watts. The ball stays in, chested down by Watts. Hudson again takes it back. Now Thornton. Oh, look at that, sending Watts onto his backside. And Watts drags Thornton down as he tries to make his approach to the other end of the field. United wanted to take a quick free kick, but the referees called it back as the ball was moving. Francis towards the halfway line. Slevin gets his head on that, as does Williams, who will be first to the seconds. It's Ryan Wallacott, the Stourport captain, now with Phillips. Joe Phillips rolls it to the right with Joe Hansen. Watts on the right side of the penalty area, closed down by Cox. Still with Watts, he's got Hansen behind. Joe Hansen, now Drew Canavan on the right corner of the penalty area, shepherded away by Thornton, trying to turn and find the teammate. The 1-2 attempt between Wallacott and Canavan, unsuccessful, but the clearance is only onto the right-hand side of the penalty area. Valence tries to prevent it from falling to Timmins, does so, into the box it goes from Valence and cleared by Quirk. Into the midfield, Wallacott. Stourport not giving up on this one. Canavan skews it to the left, but Jim Hansen is there to collect. Hansen across the box into the side netting. United repel Stourport once more. So from this goal kick, Reece Francis gets us underway once more. Quirk. Chest control by Archer in the centre circle, looking for an option. Chips it to the right. Here's the goal scorer, Josh O'Grady. He's been the difference so far today with that free kick. Making a beeline for the penalty area. And he comes from the right, goes for a goal. Heads up by Timmins, who will bring it down though. Timmins stabs it out as far as Slevin, the number 8. Now Joe Phillips looking to kickstart the counter on the left-hand side. Watson will give chase to that long ball along the flank. Tracking back though is Chris Cox, who should see it back to Reece Francis. And it's safely back with the former Bromsgrove man across the penalty area with Lewis Hudson. Plenty of time, plenty of space. All the way back to Francis. United just trying to relax at the moment. Get back into a rhythm. Slow the pace down. Here's Thornton. Darting down the centre of the park. Spots Hudson in space. Lewis Hudson. Cairns, heavy first touch, takes it to Timmins. Who help from Hudson. Thornton able to dispossess Canavan. Now with O'Grady. Carey makes the run into the penalty area, shoves Hansen aside. Who got the final touch on that ball? It was Hansen. Coventry United have got the throw-in, and it's right in the corner. And the referee just want to check on the Stourport centre-back. James Timmins down, holding his nose, I think. A big thank you to Luke Morton, who's just sent over some latest scores from the MFL Premier Division. Boldmere 0, Wolfrunians 1. Spinks are beating Hever St John's 1-0. It's been a fantastic start to the season for Coventry Spinks, I must say. Long Eaton 1, Racing Club Warwick 0. Listen to this score. Lytown 3, Worcester City 0. What a scoreline that is. It's 2-2 between Selston and Cowser. And Thibodeau lead Romulus by 1-0. Keep those scores coming, please, Luke. Massive, massive help, that. The throw-in comes to nothing for Coventry United as Hansen blasts it clear from Valence's throw. 3 minutes of normal time to go. We've had a few minutes of stoppages, so we could see at least 2 minutes of added time there. And a rather soft free kick given as Carey outlet Hansen. The referee feeling that he was backing into the left back. From the free kick, Straight onto the head of Michael Quirk in the back line for Coventry United. Stourport unable to make the best of that move. Volleyed into safety by Reece Francis. Archer shields it. It looked like he was being held by Timmins from behind. Referee says no. Maybe taking a bit of sympathy on Stourport with a couple of these decisions. Johansson, that's a perfect ball for Watts if he could just bring it down, but it bounces away from the Stourport forward. He's coming to this game with a big reputation, a lot of interest in his services, which he's turned down this week, but hasn't been able to make his mark on the score sheet. O'Grady has, and finds Archer in the penalty area with his back to goal. Plays it on the right-hand side for a cross for Carey. Carey puts the cross in over Archer and collected by Johansson on this near side. McPherson, his run halted by Fords on the right-hand side. Canavan with an aimless ball into the centre where O'Grady tracks back and collects. O'Grady needs support. Cushioned on by Cairns to Williams. Aaron Williams hits one from range. Richards watched it flash past him. Thankfully for him, it didn't end up in the back of the net. Well, we're not expecting this rain to stop. The weather forecast saying that it's going to rain all the way through until tomorrow afternoon. So we're probably going to have another wet experience in terms of weather for the ladies' match. It's probably going to be raining cats and dogs once more tomorrow afternoon when we bring you live coverage of Coventry United ladies versus Liverpool women. That's at 2 o'clock tomorrow, live on YouTube. McPherson. Across to Watts. Stourport may have one more opportunity before the break. Into the box it goes. Phillips. He's onside. And once more, the only thing preventing Stourport from equalising is Reece Francis. Sending it over the woodwork with two strong hands. Final 30 seconds of normal time. I'd say there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time. United just giving a couple of last orders before the break to the team. This will take us into added time. Stourport have got to try and make this work if they want to go into the break level. Second shot to Canavan. Charged down by Joe Cairns. Canavan will get another crack. Loft it in from the left. And it nearly ended up in his own net there from Cox. I think he headed it against McPherson. Had Francis scrabbling, but he darted to his right and keeps it out. And in fact, we'll only have about 10 seconds of added time. The referee calling time on the first half here on CUTV. A great first half it has been. Halftime score on CUTV, sponsored by Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters and Mogan & Mogan. Is Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. We're going to take a short break now here on CUTV for around 10 minutes just to recharge the batteries and also get yourself a quick cup of tea. Hope you do the same and hope that you are keeping well, keeping warm, because we're certainly not. We're keeping well, but we're not keeping warm because it is quite cold and quite wet. So we're going to try and find somewhere dry. You go and get yourself a cup of tea. We'll be back here in 10 minutes on CUTV. Don't you dare go anywhere. And we are ready for the second half here on Coventry United TV. Half-time score, the Butts Park Arena in this Midland Football League Premier Division match. Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. Josh O'Grady with the goal. Doesn't appear we've got any substitutions, so we'll get back underway. We've the ends changed and 45 minutes of play to go. Dispossessing the edge of the penalty area, but slight push in the back by Joe Cairns on Nick McPherson. And this could be the perfect start to the second half of Stourport. Francis screaming at his players, get the wall ready. Wall is ready, Francis is ready. Canavan and Slevin standing over it. Who will it be to try and drag United kicking and screaming back to level pegging? It's Canavan, stings the gloves of Francis and gathered by the man they call Superman in this part of the country. Straight up to the left-hand side and the back heel mid-air by Archer, looking for the run of Joe Cairns. Timmins does enough to send it out on that far side for a Coventry United throw, just in front of the United technical area. United technical area over on the far side, just below the XL Motors stand, and Stourport just below us on the opposite side, below what we're now calling the Red Roost, the temporary home of Coventry United TV, this little gantry on the opposite side of the field. Fortin. Over to Valance. And Valance goes for a goal! It wasn't exactly a defender's finish from Ben Valance. It curled at the last moment and went wide to the left of the post. Valance isn't a regular goal scorer, but when he does score, they're usually special. And that would have fallen into that category if it was just a few inches to the right. Old shot from the back. Phillips. Collected by O'Grady, it was aimed towards Hill. Cairns finds Hudson in space on the left. Hudson's had a great day so far, looking for a route into the box. Caught by the boot of Joe Hansen, tried to kick the ball, ended up taking out the leg of Hudson. So from the left side of the box, it's a yard or two next to the penalty area. Grady's going to leave it for Kyle Carey. Carey sizing it up. It's not exactly a shooting position, but you try telling Kyle Carey that it's towards that near post. Nodded clear by Jim Hansen. Good strong header. Carey's going to leave it for Hudson to take. Cushion back to Hudson by O'Grady. Down line to Carey. Launched in by Carey. Headed towards the net and a great catch leaping to the left by Dominic Richards. Cox got a good connection on that. Jim Hansen off the throw from Richards. Across the penalty area. Here's Ryan Wallacott. Lob ball to the right, McPherson gives chase. Nick McPherson, slide in by Quirk, enough to turn it away. Now it's with Carey, a space in the centre circle for Cairns, but he goes more direct to Josh O'Grady. That pass was too powerful for Archer. Cannons off the thigh of the new boy. And a play for the throw. Another goal from the Sporting Council match. They now lead 3-2 at Selston. Thank you to Conor West for providing that score. Carey plays a 1-2 with Lewis Hudson. Switches the play over to Valance, who's quickly closed down. His pass didn't quite have the legs on it. Phillips on the left-hand side now is Watts. Can he take advantage? Blocked up by Quirk. Locked to the right side of the penalty area. Fantastic save with the legs by Reece Francis from Phillips' effort. Across the box it goes. And Watts trying to put it back across the net, but Thornton was there to pick up the pieces. Stourport looking dangerous in the early goings of this first sub, but here come Coventry United with Archer on the right side of the box, taking on Timmins. He's all alone here, waiting for options in the penalty area. They've turned up now with Carey, Cairns and O'Grady waiting. He needs support down line though, Archer. In fact, he's put it into the box for Williams. Williams across the far post. And out it goes for the goal kick. I think it was more of a cross for Kyle Carey. He was heading in from the left. Carey couldn't reach it in time. So we've had nearly 6 minutes of first half play here at the Butts Park Arena in the second half. It's still Coventry United 1, Stourport 0. But Stourport are not resting on their laurels. They want something from this match and they nearly got themselves level. Timmins. Goes through the legs of Phillips. Jim Hansen now giving chase to McPherson. First to it is Cox. Back to Reece Francis between the sticks, sends it high into the murky sky of the Butts Park Arena. Cushioned down by Timmins. Into the centre circle it goes. Hill. Watts, he's onside. Jack Watts looking to get the shot away, avoids the slide of Cox. It's Watts! Probably the closest that they've come so far, aiming towards that top corner. We've got ourselves another match ball as that one ended up close to the car park. Reece Francis, away it goes. Loaded on by Carey. Cairns. It was there, it's collected by Timmins. Lofted ball. Watts there to get on the end of it on the left-hand side, the penalty area. Jack Watts finally getting into a rhythm now. The Stourport number 10, O'Grady, bundled over by Hill. Referee says no. United furious that it wasn't given in favour of the red and greens. They'll continue with Hudson. Archer gives chase on the left-hand side. Lewis Archer. Kane's available in the box. Archer goes for goal. It fizzes over the woodwork via the hand of Richards. The Stourport goalkeeper single-handedly keeping his side with a chance in this match. So O'Grady making his way over to the near side to take this corner kick. It's coming from the right-hand side for Coventry United. United still making their point to the linesman about that foul on O'Grady. O'Grady, corner goes all the way through. Michael Quirk wanted a penalty as he was knocked down. Well, United surely have a free kick there as Kerr was body checked, I should say, by Timmins. Taken short. Carey across to O'Grady on the right-hand side. Another crossing opportunity for United's all-time leading scorer. Taking on Jim Hansen. Still O'Grady, dancing feet from the number 7. O'Grady. Has it taken a touch off Hansen? Yes, it has. It's going to be another corner. So coming up to the 55th minute on CUTV, sponsored by Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters and Mogan & Mogan. Another corner in from Josh O'Grady, who can get on the end of this one and flies through the penalty area. Carey first in the seconds, looking to hook it back in. Kyle Carey, high into touch. I think he was going for goal there. Safe to say he didn't find it. Richards. Takes it short. And Carey's got it back in a dangerous position. Archer, in he goes. Lewis Archer, 2-0. A goal on his first Red and Green start. Lewis Archer gives the Red and Greens breathing room. Capitalising on a defensive error as Timmins gave it away cheaply right on Stourport's doorstep. It may have been a chance of circumstance, but it was taken expertly by Lewis Archer. There's a new striker in town, and he's already got a taste for goal. Coventry United 2, Stourport Swifts 0. Archer sticking his laces through it and sending it with power past Richards. And they are looking comfortable now. Stourport have had a promising start to the second half, but they've been able to take the chances they've had. Wallacott. There's a 1-2 with Richards. Slevin nearly caught short again by Archer. You have got it back now. O'Grady, Carey through. This for free for Coventry United. Good catch at his near post by Dominic Richards. Wow, it's looking good for the Red and Greens now. They are undefeated in League and Cup in the opening 3 matches of this season. Can they make it 4 out of 4? At the moment, the answer is yes, but there's still plenty of football to be played between now and the end of the match. Francis, between the sticks, drills it out from the back. Hansen. The second though is Joe Cairns after it thundered off the leg of Hansen, but Cairns forced all the way back into his own defensive area of the field. And with some help from Valance and Fulton, they should be able to get this away. Here's Fulton. Valance. And Valance has lost it in a dangerous position to Hansen. Quirk just having to get a foot in to prevent Phillips from making inroads into the penalty area. Now it's with Ben Valance. Striding upfield. Archer. Looking to find Valance again. Valance is there waiting for him. Valance takes it on the right corner of the penalty area. Now with Josh O'Grady. Squares it for Thornton. O'Grady again. Chips it to Thornton. Tried to take it around Timmins, but couldn't get the ball. So we're hearing it's 4-3 to Calston now against Selston. What a match that's turned to be. I can't wait to see the highlights of that one. Timmins falls to the chest of Watts. Trying to wrestle it back there. Ben Vance slides in, got a piece of Watts, but not the ball. Watts continues, taking on Quirk from the left. Watts curling it towards the far side of the post. Collected, though, by Reece Francis, who turns it away. O'Grady. Now Kyle Carey. He wants to get in on the act. Carey. Archer in support. Still Kyle Carey. Now Archer. Not sure what Archer was going for there. A bit of a tame effort. Pinballing off a couple of Stourport defenders. That's kind of talking to me about Cowser. Canavan on the fringes of the penalty area. Watts cushioned it down. Hill! Oh, it's a beauty! United's clean sheet is gone, and in some style. A thunderbolt of the boot of Stourport's number 4. A goal that James Hill will be proud of, and with good reason. Francis is furious with his defence. He feels that Someone should have been there to pick Hill up. There's no point in pointing fingers now. It was an emphatic goal, and it brings Stourport within one goal of Coventry United. Coventry United 2, Stourport 1. Far from game over at the Butts Park Arena. And with half hour still to play, who knows what will happen now as Kyle Carey tries to get it back from Hansen. Shoves Hansen to the ground. It will be a goal kick. Taken across the penalty area from Richards to Wallacott. Well, remember what we said, the last 3 meetings between these two sides have ended 3-1. It's currently 2-1. What's surely offside? Yes, he is. From that long-range pass. So all it'll take is one more goal from Coventry United to make it 4 3-1s in a row between these two sides. Although these two do have a bit of a topsy-turvy rivalry. Last year it was Stourport who won at the Butts and United who won at Walsh's Meadow. So you never can tell what's going to happen between Coventry United and Stourport. Carey ducks past Johansson. Archer getting ready in the penalty area as Carey looking for him, and a diving header by Timmins prevents him from reaching. Archer behind him. About 17 second half minutes. Notice Jake Holt going for a warm-up along the touchline. Could be about to see some changes for the red and green. Some fresh legs could do the trick. Carey and the header by Cox. Diverted out of a Stourport head. Maybe another corner on this near side. So a reminder on the bench for Coventry United this afternoon: Harry Sawyer, Lewis Ison, Jake Holt, Tyler Haddow and Rio Hudson. Plenty of pedigree on that bench. As O'Grady looks for another goal involvement. He got the scoring started in the first half. Cox's glancing header, right to the edge of the penalty area by the defender. And Phillips deciding to be safe rather than sorry by blasting it out on that far side, preventing United from coming in again and allowing Stourport just to regroup. Lewis Hudson. O'Grady, slight trip, he'll continue still at Kyle Carey. Carey looking for Cairns, cut out by Jim Hansen. Valence couldn't get a strong header on that now. It's McPherson making a beeline for the box. This for the equaliser. Lunge in by Chris Cox. Got enough from the ball to take it to the right-hand side. McPherson brings Canavan into play. And the loose ball collected behind by Josh O'Grady. United survived that one. But he needs some support as he looks to play it out of danger. Here's Archer. Josh O'Grady. Going on a one-man mission, O'Grady. Great run. Eventually shoved to the floor by the goal scorer Hill, and there's going to be a change here for Stourport Swifts. From what I can see, that's the number 7 on the substitute board. That's Joe Phillips, who is set to make way for, I see the number 15 on there, that's Bailey Fuller. Now, Fuller is a player that has had eyes on him from higher up. That's been changed to number 4. So the Stourport manager playing games with us there. It's the goal scorer. It's James Hill. He had some impact. But Hill's afternoon comes to an end with Fuller taking his place. No action on the United bench just yet. So it's free kick. with Carey and O'Grady standing over it. Who can they find in and around that penalty area? Williams, Archer, Cox and Quirk lined up on the edge of the box. It is O'Grady. He was looking for Aaron Williams. It's a strong header by Timmins. Now the counter is on with Canavan. McPherson gives chase. He's not getting to that. It rolls into touch. Coventry United throw deep into their own half of the field. United's next match will come on the 14th of October, so quite a few days off for United. That's against Worcester City, and that is bound to be an intriguing fixture. Hansen. Fuller gets his first touch. Slide in by Williams, precision from the centre mid, sliding in. Killed in by Watson. An unfortunate stumble by McPherson. Prevented from getting to that one, but McPherson back on the ball and blocked by the back of Chris Cox. Now it's with Watts for another attempt. It's Watts, and it's onto the crossbar. Several bites of the cherry from Stourport, but still can't find a way past Reece Francis. Well, it looks like the substitute ball was wrong as Hill is still on the field. I'll try and see if I can find the error for you there. Definitely see Hill is still on the field. I think it may have been Phillips after all, because Fuller has come onto the left-hand side. The number 7 was originally on the substitutes board. So it does appear, in fact, that Phillips has come off in place of Bailey Fuller. So apologies for that error. The number 4 was on the back of the substitutes board, but obviously not the front. Balances strong header, brought down by Thornton. Curls it left for Hudson. Taking on Canavan into the Stourport end of the park. Here's Carey. And there's going to be a United change coming shortly as Dan White prepares the substitutes board. Hopefully that will be a little bit more... that's what I'm looking for. It's near side for Joe Cairns. Hopefully that won't be correct anyway. Timmins. Blocked off by Quirk. And again, handball claims. That looked like it hit the chest. It looked to me as if it hit the chest of Michael Quirk. The referee has given it as a handball. Oh, bizarre one on the halfway line. It looked to me as if it hit Quirk's chest. Didn't lean into it, but as long as it didn't hit the arm, the referee obviously feels that it did. Timmins with the free kick. Cox. His header only as far as Wallacott, but United able to clear now. Now Josh O'Grady, the through ball attempt towards Archer, just cut out by Hill. Canavan. Will it fall to Watts beyond the defender? No, it won't, thanks to the intervention of Quirk. Stourport won a high boot against Cox, but he got the ball, so how can you give it as a high boot? Carey, has he taken it over the white line? No, he hasn't, but there was an outstretched arm there preventing Carey from getting to the ball. And now Carey's trying to steam in on Richards, who gets it away just in time. And now shove on Cox. It's getting a bit feisty now at the Butts Park Arena. Here's Kyle Carey receiving it from Cairns. Josh O'Grady chips it in. Easy goal at the near post for Dominic Richards. 20 minutes of the match to go here on CUTV. And that looks to me as if Jake Holt is coming on for Coventry United. He's getting ready. He missed out on the starting lineup thanks to a knock suffered in training. Very similar to Lewis Ireson, who's also on the bench. The referee being overwhelmed with a few decisions here. O'Grady Straight towards the penalty area. Now Swift Carey on the left-hand side. First time over by Joe Cairns. For a moment I thought that was destined for the net. Just skewed to the right-hand side. And that would have fulfilled the regular scoreline that United and Stourport have played out over the last 3 matches. And there's also going to be a change here for Stourport Swifts. Well, the United change is confirmed. It's Joe Cairns who's coming off, is it? Well, Thornton had to go for a drink as Cairns is indeed coming off. I think Cairns was a bit confused there as to whether it would be him coming off or Thornton. The number 11 was on the board. He saw Thornton heading over and thought that it may have been Thornton who was going off. There's also been a change here for Stourport Swifts as Joe Hansen has been replaced by Harrison Yates. So once again, those changes for Coventry United. Jake Holt replacing Joe Cairns as United look to consolidate their lead. And Harrison Yates on for Joe Hansen for Stourport Swifts in what looks to be a straight swap at right back. Stourport with 1 change left. United still have 2. Fuller tries to cushion it down. Slevin slips. They try to bring the ball to feet. Thornton to O'Grady. Carey makes the run! Well, some of the fans are celebrating on the far side of the field, but it had hit the side netting on the wrong side of the net. Another score update from the Sporting Calcer match. It's now 5-4 against Selston in favour of Sporting Calcer. What a match that is turning out to be. Well, don't forget to join us live on CUTV tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, live from the Butts Park Arena. Hopefully it'll be a little bit drier tomorrow as Coventry United ladies take on Liverpool women in the FA Women's Championship. We'll also have highlights and interviews from that match and this one, of course. You can catch the highlights of today's match tomorrow morning. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it to ensure you get notifications when CUTV videos are uploaded. You won't miss a single video if you do that. Archer. If you keep your piece, keep it away from Wallacott. Now Chris Cox. Cannons off Cannerman's leg. Throw into United just up line from the technical area. Today's show sponsored by Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters, as well as Mogan & Mogan, official CUTV sponsors. Francis. In the centre of the park it goes, looking for Archer. Outleapt by Wallacott, who wants a free kick. I'm not sure what for. I don't think Archer did anything wrong there. Yates. And as far as the boot of Hudson. Timmins. Bit of a shove in the back on McPherson. Referee says nothing doing. Stourport looking to build this attack from the back. Yates. Ball into the penalty area from the right. Cut out by Cox. But a sliding Cannon brings it back to Stourport. Crossing opportunity for the number 11. Push from behind by Chris Cox, who looks in bemusement, but the referee's got that spot on in my opinion. As we approach the final 15 minutes at the Butts Park Arena, it's squeaky bum time. So the free kick on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Fuller and Canavan standing over it, preparing what they hope will be an equalising move. They've been behind since midway through the first half when Josh O'Grady scored with a free kick at this end of the park. Archer made it 2 before a stunner from Hill. Jugged it back to 2-1. It is going to be Bailey Fuller for Stourport Swifts to get them back on terms. Turned away at the near post by Cox, who has taken a knock there. He's back on his feet as Hansen looking for a strike. Cannons off the back of O'Grady. Fuller once more. A dangerous ball from Fuller, collected by Archer, and now United surging towards the net. It's Archer, tries to square it for Kyle Carey, but it's not quite the ball that Carey was hoping for. Whipped it across the penalty area, punch away by Richards. That really should have ended proceedings for Coventry United. That should have made it 3-1. What's the target of that? Switch of the play from the right-hand side, brought down by Valence. Had a strong game at right back. That wasn't a strong pass, I'm afraid, as Carey wasn't making the run. We do have 15 minutes to go at the Butts Park Arena. Nodded away by Valence, that ball from Timmins. Carey chips it over the midfielder to Josh O'Grady, slide in on Hudson. Hudson on the ground, still able to keep it with him. And he's found a way past Yates, but gives it away to Hill. Wallacott back to the defender. Here's the keeper, Richards. Still plenty of time for Stourport to make an impact. Cox doing well to cushion that header down for Lewis Hudson, following that long ball from the back. It's sent into the Coventry United technical area. United want to try and waste time, which you can't really blame them for. They've got a 2-1 lead. They don't intend to lose it. Oh, that's unlucky for Yates. Stepping in on Hudson, got the ball, but took it over the white line. Remember, the next time we're on air here on CUTV, we'll be on the 14th. With Worcester City, the visitors to the Butts Park Arena. Here's Kevin Thornton. Williams. Archer makes the run up the left-hand side. Can he keep it in? He's just a pace or two behind it. They've got it up the other end of the park, which is what they wanted. Asking them to take a few yards further back with this throw. Canavan receives it from Yates. Blocked up by Williams. Wallacott is chested down by Fulton. Now it's with Jake Holt, the substitute. Not afraid to hit them. Chips it in for Kyle Carey. The outstretched boot couldn't make contact. And Carey makes his apologies. Taken short by Richards to Timmins. Into the midfield with Hill. A kung fu-like kick there from Holt. It worked. As Slevin barges O'Grady to the ground. In fact, it's been given in favour of Stourport. I'm not sure why the referee's done that. It was O'Grady who was barged down by Slevin, but somehow the referee's given it in favour of Stourport. But luckily, it comes to nothing. There are a couple of decisions, I must say, from the referee, which have bemused myself. Cox trying to prevent McPherson from making progress, and does, and a body check on Hudson by Yates. Results in the United free kick, about 5 yards short of the halfway line, and the final change now coming for Stourport Swifts. Oh, the number 14 on the board. Well, Stourport wanted to make a change, but United are playing on. Referee hasn't stopped play. So the Stourport substitute Kirk Layton's going to have to wait. Aimless ball from the back, brought down by Valence as we're about to enter the final 10 minutes at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry 2, Stourport 1. It's going to be a photo finish. Valence sticks his laces through that one. Carey trying to shield it from Timmins. Needs support. The ball to Holt was a little askew. Hansen charged down by Carey, though, trying to bring it back for United. And I think he's done it. Indeed, he has. Now finds Jake Holt. Thornton, O'Grady wants to defeat. Finds O'Grady. Hudson making himself available on the left-hand side. Returns it to Kevin Thornton. No, Williams couldn't bring it under control. Once again, they're looking to play in Watts, but they can't get that ball right. Latest scores in from Luke Morton, which we'll give you in a moment, from the other MFL matches around. Holt dispossessed by Hill. Hill's already got one to his credit. Can he set up another? Now Bailey Fuller, one of the second half substitutes for Stourport, across the penalty area. Watts tried to bring the thing. I think the offside flag's up anyway. Indeed it is. Watts at the near post, tried to control it with Quirk behind him. It flew past him. That's the number 11 on the board. We're going to change it again, however. Well, there it is. Here comes the change. Let's see if the referee can notice it now. So the change in. It's Drew Canavan leaving the field in favour of Kirk Leighton. So the latest scores from the MFL. Boldmere 1, Wolfrunians 1, Gresley 1, Hormond 1, Hever 2, Spinks 1. What a turnaround that is. Spinks losing at Hever St John's. Long Eaton 1, Racing Club Warwick 0, Live 3, Worcester 1. Live still in pole position in that match at the Live Sports Ground. Selston 4, Kelsa 5. That's going to be a great match to watch back. And Tiverdale 1, Romulus 1. Of course, here at the Butts, it is still Coventry 2, Stourport 1. And in case you missed it, Stourport have just made their final change with Drew Canavan being replaced by Kirk Leighton. And now it's Watts into the area, takes it past Cox and puts it through the legs of Reece Francis to make it 2-2 at the Butts Park Arena. The turnaround is complete. Cox couldn't prevent it, neither could Francis. Well taken finish from close range. And the man that everyone's had eyes on recently, the man who turned down the interest to remain with Stourport this week, has given Stourport Swifts at the moment a share of the spoils. Coventry United 2, Stourport Swifts 2. I can hear it from the Stourport dugout below us. They want this win. They can smell it. They can taste it. Well, United are not finished yet. Well, one thing we know is we're not getting another 3-1. That is certain now. But United still have some game changers on the bench, including the likes of Tyler Haddow and Rio Hudson. Also, Harry Sawyer could provide a bit of pace up the wings. So with just 6 minutes of normal time to go, United have been pegged back. It's not over until the fat lady sings, and my vocal cords are still a little bit cold. Hudson sends it high into the sky. Who can bring it down? Archer beaten mid-air by Wallacott. McPherson, bit of a swing and a miss from the number 9. Allows it to find the feet of Ben Valance. Jake Holt sticks it into the Stourport box with no one waiting. United at the moment just need to try and chill out, get their rhythm back. Thornton dispossesses Leighton. Now Kyle Carey. Archer, can he double his money here? He's taken it away from the penalty area and he's run it into touch. A disappointing conclusion to a promising move, and United are preparing a change. That looks like Tyler Haddow getting ready. United are not giving up on this match. They've still got 5 minutes to make a difference. From 2-0 up, they've been dragged to 2-2. If I know anything about Coventry United, especially Coventry United under Terry Anderson, they're not going to give up, but neither are Stourport. It's Watts in from the left again, tries to curl it around Francis, off the mark from the striker. And here comes the substitution for Coventry United. Tyler Haddow is making his way onto the field. I think it's is it Archer coming off? It is indeed Lewis Archer making way, so a straight swap up front. Fresh legs could do the trick. Haddo was unlucky last week against Tividale. He was taken off and replaced by Archer, who ended up setting up the winning goal for Rio Hudson. Archer has got another goal involvement today, a more direct one. He scored the second goal. After trying to firm up with a substitution which have brought Cairns off and Holt on, and try and consolidate the advantage. United have been pegged back, and now they've got to go chasing again with minimal time to spare. Thornton, lunged in by McPherson. Referee gives the free kick. And United do have one more change they can make. It'll probably be either Sawyer or Rio Hudson. As Ison is still struggling with injury. Also, one more attacking change if United are able to get the win. And the referee has called back for a foul on Kevin Thornton. O'Grady looks for Williams in the penalty area. It's headed out, tracking back his Holt to try and get on the end of it, and he has got there ahead of Fuller. Valance across the midfield to Thornton, takes it on. Thornton, now Williams playing as somewhat of a centre forward with his height and stature. Slipped by Williams, it's played off Williams for the goal kick by Timmins. Both sides desperate for the 3 points. At the moment, neither of them have their hands on it. But there are still 3 minutes to go. Flicked on by the head of McPherson, sent back by Cavan by Quirk. Flicked over the head by Cox. O'Grady, Hudson, back to O'Grady. Looks to the centre, chips it into the centre circle for Jake Holt. Shrugs off Fuller, takes it past Slevin. Now Josh O'Grady, Hudson making the run up the left, but O'Grady has to control it and is shoved down by Slevin. We know how dangerous United can be from set pieces. It's about 15 yards up from the halfway line. Carey and O'Grady standing over the ball. A line of red and blue shirts on the edge of that penalty area. O'Grady in, keeper comes out and claims it. Difficult conditions for defenders and goalkeepers with this heavy rain, but they've managed to play their part today of both sets of defenders and the keepers. And now Hudson's going to have to go it alone here as Watts is through, and he's got McPherson on the right. This to complete the turnaround for Stourport Swifts. McPherson, is he offside? Flag stays down. McPherson has surely sealed the win. United appealing for offside. They may have a case, but it doesn't matter. The goal will stand. And Nick McPherson may have just handed the points to Stourport Swifts. Well, one of the Stourport coaches ran over in celebration and is going in the book. But I don't think he'll care a jot about that. The ball from the back caught United unawares. McPherson and Watts with only Hudson and Francis in front of them. It was squared by Watts. Nothing that Francis could do, and McPherson strokes it into an empty net. Disheartening for the Red and Greens from 2-0 up. They are 3-2 down with less than a minute of normal time to go. Thornton. Tyler Haddo on the edge of the area. Haddo gives it a go. Flies wide. We've got 30 seconds of normal time. United won't let this setback get them down. If they even have 1 second left in this match, they're not going to give up. And now it's Stourport taking their time. Dominic Richards from the goal kick. Hudson with a little shove in the back of Slevin, who's got the final touch on that. The final touch has come off Yates. United with the throw, deep into enemy lines. Did that touch the arm? No, it didn't. And it's turned away for another throw in virtually the same position. Hudson again. Lewis Hudson. Yates' header. Watts gets there ahead of Carey, but now Valance on the ball for Coventry. Thornton plays a 1-2 with O'Grady. Shows it to Carey. Now Williams. Sandwiched on the edge of the penalty area. Referee says no. And launched all the way back to Francis. We've had a minute of added time. There haven't been as many stoppages in this second half as the first. Who got the final touch on that? Francis, it seems, he skewed it to the left-hand side. Hudson and Yates trying to get something on it. I don't think any of them did. United's unbeaten start to the season at the moment is coming to an end. Unless they can find that one piece of red and green magic that they are so famed for. McPherson taking on Quirk. He's going straight for that corner. Valance able to stick his boot in and find Hudson, but the referee blows for time. United's unbeaten start to the season is over. You can hear what it means to Stourport after coming from 2 goals down to win 3-2. There will be an element of controversy, of course, over the winning goal scored by McPherson. Was he on? Was he off? We'll have to look at the replays for that. But one thing is certain, Stourport are beginning the journey home with 3 points in their back pocket. Final score at the Butts Park Arena in the Midland League Premier Division. Coventry United 2, Stourport Swifts 3. And that will do us here on Coventry United TV. Thanks for joining us for what was a thrilling encounter. Sadly, the Red and Greens couldn't quite get over the line, but we're back tomorrow live from the Butts with live coverage of Coventry United ladies versus Liverpool women in the FA Women's Championship. Do not miss it. It's at 2 o'clock. Highlights of today's match will be online tomorrow morning. From everyone at the Butts, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on CUTV.